We're finally ready to begin writing some code. We'll begin by opening up the lab master source code file. If you recall from the Workspace Wizard tutorial, it asked you if you wanted to create the master source code file using a template. We chose the Netlink standard template. This is what that template looks like. At the very top, you'll notice program name. This is the name of the source code file. Directly underneath, you'll see some information about file revision history, the system type, and last modified information. All this information is contained inside comments. You'll learn more about comments in the very next tutorial. For now, just understand that anything that is included inside comments are simply notes for the programmer and will not be compiled with your code. Next, you'll see the source code file is broken up into different sections. Each of these sections are identified by a specific keyword. Those sections are define device, define constant, define type, define variable, define latching, define mutually exclusive, define start, define event, and define program. We'll talk about each one of these sections individually throughout this entire course. For now, we'll start with the very first section, define device. The define device section is exactly what the name implies. It's the section of your code where you assign easy-to-remember names to the device addresses of the devices that you plan to use in your code. For example, we'll start by defining a touch panel that we plan to use in our code. The first thing we have to do is give it a name. We'll call it DVTP. Remember, the DV is the Hungarian notation that is used to signify that this is a device. Next, we'll assign this name to the actual device. The way to do this is by putting a single equal sign, which will be referred to as gets, after the device name, and then assign the DPS of the physical hardware. In this case, the device number, or D, is 10,001. The port number, or P, is 1, and the system, or S, is 0. And, because we're following our style guide, we'll put a semicolon at the end of our statement. We want to get in the habit of constantly compiling our code. Remember, there are multiple ways to do this. You can click on the Compile button in your toolbar. You can select one of the various compile options in the Build menu, or you can use the hotkey, which in my opinion is the easiest. I'll hit F7. Make sure you don't have any errors or warnings before moving on. That's all there is to it. Now, anywhere in your code, whenever you wish to use this touch panel device, instead of remembering and typing out the DPS each time, you can simply reference DVTP. Don't worry if you don't quite understand yet. You'll get plenty more practice adding devices throughout this course.